Okay folks, I'm gonna make my little healthy treat that I've been making lately called an apple berry bake. Basically apples and berries and a little bit of honey. It's pretty healthy. So you know we all love apple pie, right? I know I do. But I can't have it anymore. I can have a little bit here and there, but this I can eat quite a bit of it. So I start off and I make my apples just like I'm making an apple pie. Get a bowl going. I just put these down to because I'm going to make a mess with all my apple peelings. I'm going to cut up this whole little bag of apples here. And I don't get the green ones, you know, I just get these, whatever's on sale, some cheap apples, but they're sweet, you know, they got a lot of natural sugar in them. So that's where I get my little sweet tooth thing going on. So this, you know, when I first got out of the hospital, I could barely do this. Now I got it down pretty good. I mean, I'll just go ahead and peel and slice all those apples. Throw that in a bowl, pull off that core, and get another apple. This apple peel corer is not the best one in the world. I got this at the Goodwill for like $3 one time. Made a lot of apples out of it. You get the idea on that. I'll just go ahead and finish all those up. Okay, so there's all my apples. Put my garbage can out and throw this stuff all away. And that little apple core peeler makes pretty short work out of this stuff. Over here I'm making boiled carrots. I'll boil those down until they're soft and then I'll make mashed carrots out of them. Another healthy meal. Really trying to eat a lot better these days. This I'll put over in the sink and wash it. And then I just take these apples. They're all just cored and sliced in my little apple peeler. And I'll just cut them in half. Just do like that, so they're smaller pieces. And nothing's got to be perfect. Again, this is no recipe. I just kind of made this up. Just because I like to eat, I like to have pie or something sweet. So this just kind of satisfies my little sweet tooth a little bit. Probably would have been better to do this on the cutting board before I put them in the bowl, but I didn't. There. Now, we get a little cornstarch. I used a little cornstarch, and this time I'm using blackberries. Usually I make it with raspberries, but this time I'm trying something different. Make it a little vanilla, a little honey. You can put butter in it too, it makes it pretty good. But anyway, I'll drizzle my honey on that. I'll put a little honey on it, just for a little extra sweetness, and it's healthy sweetness. And I put a little bit of vanilla. Not too much, a couple tablespoons. And then a little bit of cornstarch, not much. Just a little bit because they get kind of watery if you don't. This kind of makes it get a little thicker. So get a little cornstarch on there. A couple tablespoons. Put my pack of blackberries in there. And I'll mix that stuff up. You know, the only thing that's really bad in here is the cornstarch. Everything else pretty darn healthy. I mean, Honey's not bad for you in moderation. Way better than any processed sugar. I don't put nothing processed in here, and I buy good raw honey. Raw, unfiltered honey. Yeah, mix that up pretty good. Okay, let me rinse my hand off here. I got my carrots over there cooking like crazy. Mashed carrots. Okay, put that cornstarch away. Get my baking dish. I bought this at Goodwill too. It fits right inside my little toaster oven real nice. Seems like a lot, but when I bake this down, it cooks down to almost nothing. Drizzle a little more honey just on the top. Probably about 4 tablespoons. Not much, just for some extra sweetness. Cover that with a little bit of foil so it doesn't burn. Wait till you see this, man. It turns into a nice little treat. So I only need this little toaster oven here. You should preheat it maybe. I don't preheat it. I just put it in there and let it go. I'm going to go with 350. Hour and 40 minutes. That's all there is to it. I'm going to let that bake for about an hour and 40 minutes. Let it cool a little, and I'll have a nice dessert after I eat my dinner. Okay, let's take this thing out and see what it looks like here. Been going for an hour and a half. I can hear it bubbling. Ooh, baby, look at that. You know that's going to be good. Those are blackberries. They turn kind of red though. I've never made it with blackberries before. Usually I make it with raspberries, but we're going to try this out. I'm going to let that cool down a while and set up a little parfait. You're gonna be impressed. Ooh, it looks pretty thick too. It's looking pretty thick. So yeah, there's just apples, blackberries, honey, a little bit of honey, cornstarch, and just a splash of vanilla. Let that cool down a while and we're gonna eat some. Okay, all cooled down now, still a little bit warm. Ooh, I put a lot of that cornstarch in there. It's nice and thick this time. So I just make a little parfait out of this thing. Blackberries and apples, baby. That's a good little amount right there. Ooh, it's nice and thick. Put that in the fridge. And I just hit it with a little bit of this zero sugar Reddi-wip. Keto friendly. Only 15 calories for the 2 tablespoon size. So I use about 30 calories or maybe a little more. shot of that stuff. And then I got this. I really like this stuff. This Canadian Farm. No sugar added. Sweetened with fruit. The coconut cashew. So good, man. I like it. I'll just sprinkle a little bit on the top. Makes a little bit of a mess. Just like that to give it a little crunch. Put a little spoon in there, and there's my little dessert. Sugar-free, except for what's in the apples and berries. So it's got natural sugar. That makes a pretty good, healthy dessert. Alright, over and out. Alright, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.